As day 2 of NFL free agency rolls on, the New York Giants just got a double dose of good news. A double dose of great news regarding who their next quarterback is going to be and major implications on where the Giants are going to be drafting in the NFL draft. It was projected the Giants were going to get a 4th-round pick via a compensatory pick from the National Football League, and it was better than expected. Let's start with Aaron Rodgers, then we'll talk about the comp picks from the National Football League. Reports are coming out across the NFL, most notably from James Palmer or Jordan Palmer of Underdog Football, saying the Giants have closed the gap in the Aaron Rodgers contract negotiations. All day Monday, everyone said the New York Giants don't have a shot with Aaron Rodgers. He's a Pittsburgh Steeler. Well, now it's Tuesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, and he's still not a Pittsburgh Steeler. Underdog NFL saying this: the Giants have narrowed the gap in the race to land Aaron Rodgers. James Palmer, longtime NFL insider, explains how they've done it and the player who is left dangling in the wind as a result. He went on to say the New York Giants going out and bringing back Darius Slayton was big for Aaron Rodgers. The Giants going out and getting Javon Holland was big for Aaron Rodgers. The New York Giants going out and getting Paulson Adebo was big for Aaron Rodgers. Huge news is the Giants are trying to sign the top free agent quarterback available. Then Pennsylvania Sports on Penn Live saying this: the Pittsburgh Steelers could re-sign Russell Wilson as talks with Aaron Rodgers stall. Holy Toledo. Anthony Rivardo of Fireside Giants. Shout out to Anthony, doing some good work here on Twitter, saying the Steelers' negotiations with Aaron Rodgers are at an impasse, per Jerry Dulac of the Pittsburgh Post-Gazette. He said it seems the Steelers are starting to shift back to Russell Wilson. Not to get anyone hopes up, but it sounds like the Giants might be closing that gap. Jerry Dulac was the same one that said the Steelers and Rodgers were close to a deal on Monday. No deal has been made. Now, why is that? Because Joe Schoen is listening. Joe Schoen watches this show. Joe, there is not a price that is too high for Aaron Rodgers, because we want Aaron Rodgers and we don't want to do the season without him. When you want something and the next best option isn't close, because the gap between Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers is massive, with Rodgers being up here and Russell down here. The dude threw for 3,900 yards last year and 28 touchdowns. The last time a quarterback threw for 3,900 yards and 28 touchdowns for the New York Giants was 2015. Joe Schoen made it clear at the NFL Combine, when I got to speak to him, that his number one goal was to get the quarterback on the team for 2025 that can win the most games possible. And Aaron Rodgers is that guy. Heated up down the stretch for the New York Jets. And Aaron Rodgers is the player the New York Giants can win the most games with as their starting quarterback. Their first plan was Matthew Stafford. They were willing to give him $100 million guaranteed. They were willing to part ways with the 34th overall selection in the NFL draft. At the end of the day, Matthew Stafford wanted to stay with the Los Angeles Rams. So he pivots to Aaron Rodgers, who is plan B. Aaron Rodgers is the best free agent quarterback. The Giants do not have a quarterback. It quite literally is that simple. When you don't have a quarterback and there's a quarterback that's available, that's really damn good, you go out and you do it, man. This is someone that makes the Giants relevant. This is someone that can make the Giants competitive. And I'll go out and say it. If the Giants sign Aaron Rodgers, they are competing for a playoff spot. I think with Aaron Rodgers, the New York Giants could compete for a wild card spot. If I told you guys last year the Washington Commanders were going to go from the number 2 overall pick to the NFC Championship game, you would have called me crazy. How many one-score games were the New York Giants in this year? With a healthier O-line, year 2 of Neighbors, Paulson Adebo, Javon Holland, adding depth to the offensive line, and not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 picks in the NFL draft inside the top 105. The Giants have become a lot more desirable to Aaron Rodgers. If you want the Giants to add Aaron Rodgers to this football team, to throw passes to Malik Neighbors, hit that thumbs up icon and make sure you subscribe. We've been live on the channel going on 20 hours. Join us. Come subscribe. Hit that notification bell and help us get to 70,000 subscribers. We told you guys it was a double dose of good news, and this is unreal. More good news for the New York Giants. The Giants have received a third-round comp pick, selection number 99 overall in the 2025 NFL Draft, due to losing Xavier McKinney in NFL free agency last year. That's why you subscribe to the channel. I told you guys 2 months ago, despite Tankathon saying it was going to be a fourth-round comp pick, I told you guys it might be a third-round comp pick. And it is. The New York Giants now own the third pick in the NFL Draft. They own the 34th pick in the NFL Draft. They own the 65th pick in the NFL Draft. And pick number 99. Smitty, can you fix this to say round 3? Because it's not round 4. You own a first-round pick, a second-round pick. No, that is correct. Excuse me. First-round pick, second-round pick, third-round pick, and a fourth-round pick. You have 1, 2, 3, 4 selections inside the top 99 and 5 selections inside the top 105. You know you fast-track a rebuild? You know that you inject young talent to a football team? 5 selections inside the top 105 of the NFL Draft. If Joe Schoen does what he did in last year's draft, where he hit on a lot of picks, with this premium draft capital, this team's going to look a lot better than they did last year. And I'll add this. If the Giants are serious about trading up to number 1, if the Giants are motivated to move up to number 1, even if they sign Aaron Rodgers, it sounds like they want to go out and move up to number 1 to get to Cam Ward. When you have not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4, but 5 picks inside the top 105, that makes it a lot easier to entice the Tennessee Titans to trade down. Who, the Tennessee Titans, are a team that is lacking draft capital. The Tennessee Titans own the number 1 pick, and then they own the number 35 pick. They don't pick again until 102. They have 2 picks inside the top 101. They're a team with a terrible roster. How do you improve that? Premium picks. Giants have 5 of them. 5 premium picks. The ability to improve your roster in the NFL Draft. The Giants were projected, this comp pick, to be selection 134. It jumps up 35 picks. That is a completely different tier of a player. That is a completely different valued trade asset. The New York Giants can either A, select 5 really good players, or B, up their offer to move up to number 1. If the Giants make a move, we have you covered. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that sub button. If you're subscribed to the channel, type me down in the comment section. It's been a crazy couple of days for the New York Giants. It's been a crazy couple of days here on this channel. And we're going to keep rocking and we're going to keep rolling. We're your number 1 spot on YouTube to give you everything you need to know on the New York Giants. Let's do a quick recap of what they've done in NFL free agency. We know Tommy DeVito has essentially opted into that 1-year deal. They brought back the punter, Jamie Gillen. They made it a priority to bring back Chris Manhertz, the blocking tight end, who was looked at as an integral piece out of the locker room. Splash. Paulson Adebo, 25-year-old corner who's looked as one of the best corners in the NFL already. If he didn't have a broken femur, he would have got over $20 million per year, in my opinion. He's already posting videos of him dunking the basketball and doing backflips. He'll be ready to rock and roll. You go out and you get a depth piece at the end, /D tackle, Roy Robertson Harris. He's a depth piece, nothing more. You bring back Darius Slayton, $22 million. I don't love the Darius Slayton move, to be quite honest with you. But you know what? The money's not too bad. I just wanted a different player at wide receiver too. James Hudson, a legitimate swing tackle in the NFL. You've had your season fall off the rails a couple times with Andrew Thomas being hurt. James Hudson is a move to prevent that, and you get a special team specialist in Chris Board at linebacker. But late last night, you signed Chauncey Goldston. He's played 34 games in the last 2 years. Hasn't missed a game. 5.5 sacks this past year. He could play D-line. He could play D-tackle. He could play D-end. And Javon Holland, a splash. 3 years, $45 million. A top 5 free agent on the market. He's going to come patrol the back half of your defense. Yes, you lost Xavier McKinney, but think about it like this. The New York Giants traded Xavier McKinney for Javon Holland and a 3rd-round pick, number 99. Joe Schoen, you're finally starting to cook. Keep doing it. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_. The first place you will hear about any breaking Giants news is on my Twitter. So give me a follow. Hit that thumbs up icon. Subscribe on your way out. And let's go Big Blue.